What's going on, everybody? Social media once wrecked my account. Is it wrecking your account? Let's talk about it. This is Mike, the tactical stock scalper. All right. Okay. Social media is a crazy thing, and I want to talk about how it could be wrecking your account. But first, before I do that, I want to tell you something that happened to me. Okay, this was years ago, pre-COVID. I was part of a group. They had a wonderful Discord server, YouTube channel, Facebook page. I followed the presenter, everything. I was in love. They had a great community. It was wonderful. When they would buy a certain stock, we as a community or whatever would go in and buy it with them, right? And then, but oftentimes, at the beginning, it worked out well. That's because the stocks were rising and the markets were rising. Well, then a correction happened and it went down. And then everything they picked or whatever, it seemed to go down. So, we're kind of panicking here a little bit. And we'd ask him, you'd say, the YouTube presenter, what are you doing? He'd be like, I'm averaging down, I'm buying more. I'm averaging down, I'm buying more. And so as I me personally, kept averaging down, and as it kept dropping and dropping and dropping, I was losing more and more and more money until eventually the pain was too much and I had to sell it. And I was so mad at this group. I was like furious at them. Left all kinds of bad messages, stuff like that, right? But it didn't take me long to realize it wasn't the group's fault. No, I'm not going to name this group. They're still around even almost 8 years later or whatever. I'm not going to give them the pub for that. But it was my fault. Remember no whammies? Remember those days? PB&J? That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, they made horrible calls. Yeah, the stocks kept going down. But that was that individual's plan. My risk tolerance and my pain tolerance wasn't what that YouTube's presenter pain tolerance was, and it wasn't, his plan. I was living through his plan and not my own. So I got hurt. So yeah, at first I was mad, but then I'm an adult. I realized it was my fault, my responsibility. I'm the one that pressed the buy button, and I'm the one that followed blindly this gentleman, right? That's my fault, not his fault. And the community, right? I followed in to the herd mentality because the community was doing it, right? So instead of doing my own research, my own due diligence, like I know I should have, I followed the herd. I followed the lemmings. That's right, the tactical stock scalper used to be a lemming. I had to learn not to be a lemming, right? So, I followed the lemmings and we all went off a cliff together. It was pretty horrible, right? Well, let's talk about something else. Don't allow the herd or any YouTube presenter to dictate your future. Talking about me as well. Don't, just because I'm sharing my journey and what I see in the market and what I'm buying doesn't mean you should. Hopefully I put ideas in your head and give you something to think about, but don't follow me blindly. I'm just a guy, right? I'm nobody. Okay, next. The herd can also do the opposite, can put a ton of fear into you. When you did your research and you felt strongly about a stock, right? And then you got the herd telling you that, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. We're selling, you should sell. We're doing this, you should do this. That's also extremely dangerous. The herd can put a bunch of joy and stuff in your heart and make you follow them blindly. And the herd and the lemmings can do the complete opposite and put a bunch of fear into you, causing you to sell at a loss maybe when looking back in time, you shouldn't have. I've been guilty of both, following the lemmings both ways. Now I am anti-lemming, Anti-lemming. I don't care what any YouTube presenter says. I'm going to do what's best for my family. I do not care what each community does. And I think that's, and I had to learn that the hard way. So hopefully I can stop somebody from following the herd and do what is best for your family. I got a few more points here. The reason, and it happened to me, is why I can say this, these people, lose a lot of money following a YouTube presenter or a community is because they are over allocated, just like I was. And then their emotions get tied up to that, right? They're over allocated. The stock or ETF, whatever they're in, is tanking. And now they're freaking out. Now their emotions are taking hold. And that's natural. It happens. So there's, a couple things here right away. Don't follow a YouTube presenter blindly. Don't follow a community blindly. Don't over allocate blindly. Okay, next. Maybe you're following them because basically, and this is not an insult, you just have a general lack of knowledge. So you're thinking these guys, these presenters, this community knows a lot. No, chances are they're just guys like me and you. Just dudes, right? They're not some big financial advisor or something, right? They don't know anything different than you do, right? So because you may feel comfortable that they may know more than you, chances are they probably don't. So there's that. Hey, I got a few more points, but if you like my content, please sub my channel. Consider caressing the like button. I got a Discord server too. I'll leave a link in the description. Okay, next. Attention seekers on doesn't matter what platform, Facebook, Discord, Reddit, X, whatever. They're extremely dangerous. And you need to be careful of these people because they're constantly putting their thoughts and stuff out there to seek the attention that they need for whatever reason. And they may sway your thoughts on something. Heck, there's some, that you may think, they may even think in their own mind that they can do it better than somebody else. No, they can't. They can't. So do not follow the attention seekers blindly. Sure, you can get great ideas from them, but do your own due diligence, your own research, and only invest, okay, what you can afford to lose. Period. Point blank, end of story. Okay, next. Don't listen to me. Seriously, do not listen to me to make your buys and sells. I'm sharing what I see in the market, okay, that is working out for me and my plan. My plan for retirement may not be your plan. Maybe I'm too aggressive. Maybe I'm too passive. It doesn't matter. It's my plan and what I want to do and what is best for my family. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just sharing it. Honestly, that's it. And do I think I can help some people? Yeah, of course. But I'm not the end all be all. And neither is any other YouTube presenter. Please, guys, rein yourself in, rein your emotions in, stay away from the herd, stay away from the lemmings, do your own research and your own due diligence. And if you do that and you avoid the masses, I think you will do a great job. And also, maybe just turning off the computer and the phone for a few days could also help you. Hope you enjoyed the content. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, out.